Yeah.
Here is the justification and all this. It's got all the KRSs. Give them out with you too. Look them over if anybody's got any questions. We'll try to answer. Morgan's here and also Frank's here. They're both members of the Reapportionment Board. Is Mr. Underwood, he's not here today, is a guy?
I think he's working, Mike.
Okay. He was the other member, guy Underwood.
I've messed around with this a little bit, trying, because I heard different people say they were concerned about going to 6 magistrates because of the extra cost. But when precincts the size they are, you know, a lot of these precincts are big, a lot of them are 1,200 people. It's hard to move in these numbers and stay inside that 10% range.
5%.
5% above, 5% below. I've got one year where we ended up moving 3 precincts. And it's just a little bit out of that compliance tolerance, but it leaves us at 5 magistrates. I'll pass around and let's look at it. What was done, we swapped Denton and Stovall between you two and moved Pleasant Hill from Ronnie over to Saw. And that got, like I said, it's close. There's a map there with it.
And you draw this up?
Yeah.
So what we need to do is to table this now until we look at your plan.
Well, we're getting the time where we have to.
Well,
Had 60 days. You all had 60 days to.
When's the time up on that? October?
It'd be right at the
Around September 12th.
September 12th. Yeah. Our next regular meeting is 60
I think
days.
we was sworn, I think it was the 14th when we was appointed.
Yeah, but I was saying around the next meeting.
Yeah, right.
but you're saying that still leaves the 5 magistrates?
We're at 5 magistrates, and I've got the numbers there, how far it is from.
It doesn't say that we can't have a special meeting.
Right.
So.
Will we have to have notice of it though, because it has to be published?
Well, I'll pass it around.
How much notice you gotta have?
And guys,
We just have to put it in public paper.
and guys, one thing, if you turn this plan down, you have to turn your plan back over to the Reapportionment Board within the 60 days. Then we will have to go back and work it up, and we represent it. And I think the way it is, we'll have, how many days on the second? 30 days?
I believe it's 30 or 45, was my back here. It's 30 or 45.
I think it's 30 is what
But
it is.
either way, really something needs to be done in 60 days.
I brought this up to the Clerk Association last Monday, that when we had our monthly meeting, and they said, you know, something had to be made.
You don't have.
But if y'all don't make a decision,
I just got the one copy.
if y'all don't make a decision or accept, the board is free. We've done our job. But if you say go back to the drawing board, we will have to go back to the drawing board.
Well, at this time, I'll make a motion that we table it.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a first and second on the floor to table.
But if we table it, do we have time to?
There really has to be a special meeting.
14th.
You'll have to have a special meeting.
We can do that, can't we?
Have to have a special.
I mean, that's not necessarily the answer, but it was a solution, I think. It gets us closer than what we are now. We stay at 5 magistrates, but like I said, with the precincts the size they are, and if I understood talking to Mike, where the precincts are frozen now,
Yeah.
we couldn't do anything about that anyway.
This won't go in effect till 2012, if you know, the changes are made, because this is election year, and they'll go in effect 2012.
Brad, have the treasurer make copies of all what you got to submit to everybody here
Okay.
in the court, including the news media.
Okay.
But now, do we have to do anything to keep the original committee intact?
we're still
You just got-
intact.
you
You're still intact.
They haven't been turned
We're
down.
intact to the 14th. Okay.
September.
Yeah. And you all had the 14th to act on it.
What day is our meeting? Eighth?
12, huh? 12, so you'll have 2 days after the meeting, the 60 days will run out.
I talked to folks, in fact, I'll clear it up a little bit, at LRC, and there's some language at the end of that about the reapportionment that says what questions you can get, basically.
There is a variance there. It's the plus or minus 5%, not really, it's not static, it's a little more dynamic. There's some flexibility there, because in reality, you don't know what the numbers are gonna be. You've got static precincts that can't be changed, so you just try to, that's the goal to shoot for, is that variance. But I do think after it gets to a certain point, you're so far beyond it, that if it were to be in the courts, they could say,
Sure.
The map's the most important thing on reviewing this, Brad,
And-
so
and
I
you
don't know
know-
what
and
kind
you know,
of map you've
on
got,
this,
but,
I used the numbers that the folks from
FICO.
Yeah, the same numbers that you all
Right.
presented. And they're contingent, the counties are, or the precincts are touching.
they definitely have to touch.
Yeah. And without busting precinct lines.
You can't, no, we can't change the precinct line now.
And you know, on this Exhibit A, District 1, District 2's down, and they're both in a high growth area. I would say by your 2020 census, that they will be caught up in the 5,000 range, because that is where all the building is going on in Grayson in these particular areas, like North Midland Trail and like out in Campbell Estates. That's where most of the building's going. So these precincts, or these districts will grow. And that's the reason as a board that we left District 1, District 2 down, because that's where the growth's at, right, Corky?
Correct.
So.
When we divided Depot 1 and 2, we took all those precinct lines in consideration on account of growth and
And
subdivisions that might be put in there and so forth.
Right. And I did bring up about the voters, and they assured me that that has nothing to do with voters, it's strictly census.
Right.
So.
Had nothing to do with voters whatsoever. This is a federal project, not a county or a state.
So that's pretty much
You're
it.
gonna get us a copy.
Beth can make color copies of your map, Brad, if it's in color.
Need to vote?
Huh?
Need to vote?
You done got it on the floor.
I know, we got motion.
Motion, we got a motion, we gotta finish it out.
We got the second.
Everybody in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Next thing is transferring, some payroll. Is that what you need there?
I'd like a motion to transfer $10,000 to E911 from the second E911 to
You got a first and second, everybody in favor, say aye.
ah,
Next one, sure. You want to be on the agenda second? You want to be on the agenda?
None of us can hear what just happened with the E911.
It just transfers some payroll.
Out of,
It's transferred from 911 CMRS to 911.
that 10,000
Yeah, it's 10,000. Yes, sir.
to,
911, it's all the 911, it's
to
counts, the
make,
same account.
to make their payroll?
No, you just transfer the money over to balance it out. We have to transfer them over.
What I've given you all is, I've needed budget amendments, with all the transports that we've done up through July. Money's already been paid there, we just need to amend the budget. We've, made 7,000 more from the state. Made 20,000 more than what we estimated on the transports that you all have paid. And this would, if we could get these amendments done, it's going to place to take care of my budget for fuel. The only thing I really got left to worry about is the overtime. And I was gonna ask for y'all to transfer $6,000 out of the 21 that was given to me for the equipment. If we could transfer that into the, but it's not on here, but that would pretty much cure my problems with that.
Sure, if you mean that 6,000, what are you talking about, the excess fees or something?
The 21,000 that was,
Excess fees?
yeah, that was given back to me for the equipment. We can transfer some of that into the overtime.
This is not, we don't have to add any money, this is transferring it around.
It's your money.
Yeah, that's
This is, the money for the overtime
He's
is
asking for his
different.
excess
Right,
fees.
okay.
This right here is already, I've already got, I just need to amend it into the budget.
I talked to him a minute ago about this. I think we need to, I talked to him about what we got here. I need to go over with somebody that we just now getting it. We need to table it. Doesn't matter.
But this is
What
his
I'm
money,
for.
he's already got it.
Well, some of it is not, is that not right?
You ain't-
No, this is money,
It's already yours, man.
yes,
He's got it.
All this is already yours.
yes.
Okay.
I make a motion.
Okay, if he's, but I was understanding that